My name is Anna Fedorova, Russian correspondent. Today I'm speaking to Plamen Monovski, Chief Investment Officer and Managing Director of Renaissance Asset Managers, specialist emerging market investor.
This year, investors have finally started to realize the merits of investing in frontier Africa. The reason everybody knows is that GDP growth has been nothing short of spectacular, and in a sense it's been isolated from a lot of the trouble spots of the world, certainly from the European crisis. And at the same time, those companies that generate cash flows have started paying dividends. So we're seeing some of the most generous dividend payers on the planet again in Sub-Saharan Africa. We've got a very broad set of investors across the continent, especially from Germany, but increasingly from the UK and also from Scandinavia. One of the issues with frontier markets and early stage emerging markets, of course, is that liquidity is subdued. And as markets rise, as they become more mature, liquidity comes. But being sensitive to that and the fact that this is an open-ended UCITS fund, we are probably going to close the fund at a size that allows for us to generate satisfactory investor returns and at no point compromise the liquidity that we have promised. We would be also looking at additional products to capitalize on that growth in not only GDP but also in cash flows, and it will show itself through different asset classes. We're talking about listed equity, but of course there are great opportunities in debt, whether that's government and corporate over time. There is no corporate bond market to speak of Africa, and again that's not surprising, but that will come. That will be another opportunity. And of course there are endless opportunities to make money in private equity. There are similarities between Russia and some parts of Africa, especially Nigeria. Investors, however, have been a lot more enthusiastic about Africa, and I guess part of this is because Africa has been decorrelated from many of the other major markets, whereas Russia has been tightly correlated with perceptions of risk. We haven't had the same interest, but I think that interest is about to come. We genuinely think that Africa presents the most compelling investment opportunities. It's a classic emerging market at an early stage, which is undergoing a profound governance change, which is very similar to what we've seen in the BRIC nations. I strongly believe that risk perceptions will fall dramatically, and as a result, the African markets are likely to be some of the best performing in the world. So that's where we're putting our money as a firm, and that's our advice to our clients.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Plamen Monovski, Renaissance Asset Managers.